Lambo not supporting that at all. Zenith said no.
Listen, rising superstars, watch the guy. He looks composed. He's looking at the finish line.
Okay.
I think I'm going to support that one.
Watch Burnley waving the cameras. Burnley waving the cameras, man.
Rising superstars.
Wrong lane. All right, we get
the lane. So there's a mix up in the lane
out.
And the anchor's leg.
All right. Hold on. All right, so let's get silent. Shh. Shh.
So Lambo Alliance, they're represented by 3 teams.
One.
So that's Akeem Stewart in the men's discus.
On your mark. Stand up.
All right, we are live here for the 4x50 mix relay. And we're being streamed live to the world. The future of track and field in Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, it's mixed, 2 boys, 2 girls. You can choose whatever order you want to run the boys and girls, which makes it more exciting.
So the starters, ensuring everything is in order.
On your mark.
Shh.
Third.
And they're off. The mix on the 9 4x50. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be real fast. But look at Burnley. Look at Burnley out there in lane 8. Look at Burnley. All the way in the front. Look at Burnley out in front there. And here comes Lambo Alliance. Lambo Alliance and Burnley. It's Lambo Alliance and Burnley. It's Lambo Alliance and Burnley. Lambo Alliance and Burnley. Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take it? It's Lambo Alliance and Burnley. Lambo Alliance. Lambo Alliance.
Is Lambo in the house? Lambo Alliance in the house. Let's hear it for Lambo. Lambo people, make some noise. Lambo. Burnley. Burnley.
Lambo Alliance. What's a final leg there?
Marcus, I feel he was back in Lambo Alliance, and I feel so. I was back in Burnley actually. I was hoping that The win for the second time.
Whew. An exciting end to that race. The mixed under 9 4x50.
I feel as though I ran one of those legs. And that's Josiah Peters of Phoenix out of Trinidad. And boy, excitement galore. Don't wait, you all don't go anywhere. We have more relays coming up. More action. It's here at the Zenith Relays and Field Festival. And enter into this Discus circle is Mr. Keelan Francis of UE in the men's discus competition. So it's not just relays, it's field events as well. Let's hear it for Mr. Francis. The discus stays within the sector, legal throw. That's the white flag.
So up next we have the girls and boys under 11 4x1. The girls and boys under 11 4x1.
And taking the circle now in the discus is a Carifta bronze medalist from Fatima College, Jaden James. Jaden James cupping bronze in the boys under 20 discus at this year's Carifta Games in Jamaica. And Savion Joseph of the UTT, he gets the red flag. 48.11 for Jaden James of Fatima College. Up next is Mr. Dennis Daniel of Tobago Select. He was third in the shot put. And let's see what distance is recorded there. So let's see what distance it is for Mr. Dennis Daniel. .54 meters for Dennis Daniel. Up next in the circle. Akeem Stewart of Kaizen Panthers makes his way in the circle. Let's hear it for Akeem Stewart. All right, relay action. 4x50 on the 9. $4987 for Akeem Stewart. And Marcus, we see the relay teams coming back out on 4x1 on the 11. Akini Balfour, Baldio of Zenith. Wherever you drink. That is why they send for me. To worry happy party. That is why they send for me. They know how much I love nice time. And they know how much I love nice life. 35.35 meters for Baldio. Up next in the circle, Christopher Crawford, Tobago Falcons, 2019 Carifton Pan Am Junior representative for Trinidad and Tobago. All right, stays within the circle. He enters or leaves the ring in the designated area. $51.03 for Christopher Crawford of Tobago Falcons. In the circle, Jaron James of Mercury. And Gerard was won the secondary school on the 17th title here at the Dwight York Stadium. So we have 4x1 meters up next. The excitement continues. It's more action. If you think the 4x50 was exciting, it's the 4x100 meters mixed relay. For Marcus, Lambo Phoenix won, Lambo Alliance won, Burnley won. Who you backing for this one?
So it's Lambo Alliance versus Zenith in this mixed girls and boys under 11 4x1.
That's Jaden Scott of Mercury in the Discus boys under 20. Marcus are going on the back stretch for this one. On your marks. Stand up.
It's a Lambo Alliance and Zenith in this girls and boys under 11. Race for bragging rights. Lambo versus the host, Zenith. And I can tell you there's going to be a celebration if the Lambo team can pull off a victory this one.
On your marks.
Set. And they're
off. Woo, let's go. Let's see on the Zenith and the Tobago Lambo Alliance on the outside as they make the first change over. It's Lambo Alliance and Zenith. Lambo Alliance and Zenith. Zenith is taking the lead. Zenith on the backstretch. Zenith on the back stretch, followed by Lambo Alliance, 2 teams, but it's Zenith. Zenith makes the first changeover, and Lambo Alliance in pursuit, but Zenith is well ahead on this one as they come around the bend, and Lambo Alliance having some battle problems, but it's Zenith well ahead, and let's share them as they make the final exchange. Zenith, followed by Lambo Alliance, but Zenith is well ahead. Share them on, these are the future stars. Zenith running away with this one. Lambo Alliance in second and third. Hey. And Zenith! And the fall through there, stepped on the outs on the circle, on the forward side of the rim.
And that's the completion of the girls and boys under 11 mixed. Now standing race there by the Zenith athletes. Just some results. And a call for athletes. And a call for athletes to receive their medals and trophies in the women discus open.
That's Jaron James. Yes, Marcus, what do you thought about that race?
In the women discus open show, the results. In third position, Alicia Lindsay of Tobago Falcons. Gwendolyn Smith of MAP. And in second position there. And in first position, which is Sonia Fifi of MAP, the winner of the women discus throw. You can report to the medals area to receive your trophy and medals.
And in some more results, the women's 200 meters. In third position, Chelsea Bartholomew on a touch, 27.25 seconds. In second position, Khadija Pickering, Aberdeen Wildcats, 25.31 meters, and winning the women's 200 meters. Hailing from Zenith, the Carifta bronze medalist, Alex Henry, in a time of 24.72 seconds. Let's hear it for the winners of the women's 200 meters. So Marcus is Lambo 1, Burnley 1, and now Zenith has taken 1. So we are winding down here at the Zenith Relay and Field Festival. A long 2 days of action, and we want to thank all of you for your commitment to be here, whether as officials, volunteers, fans, parents. We thank you for choosing to be with us as we wind down or up, whichever way you want to look at it.
And up next, Clinton, we have the girls on the 13 600 meter sprint medley.
So it's 1 by 2 by 2 by 2, I think.
And just some more results. The boys on the 15 javelin throw. All the top 3 here from Rising Superstars Phoenix. In third position, Jabari Nances. In second position, Tyrese Thompson. And the winner, Shazlan Gordon. Boys under 15 javelin throw. The top 3 there, all of Rising Superstars Phoenix. Boys under 17 javelin throw. Results, top 3. In third position, Matthew Deary. In second position, Hakeem Kerr. And the winner, Neo Joseph. All of Rising Superstars Phoenix. Please come get your medals and trophies. All right, so we are getting ready for the girls and boys on the 13 600 meter sprint medley. It's 1 by 1 by 2 by 2. This should be very interesting there.
right, up next in the circle, in the shot, in the discus, looks to be Hassani Daniel of Mercury. And we just want to advise our viewers on Tobago Sports Live, we're having some difficulty with the stream. You can check us out on our YouTube, on their YouTube channel, Tobago Sports Live on YouTube. If you're having difficulty, or they're having difficulty with the YouTube stream, check out Tobago Sports Live on YouTube. Tobago Sports Live, the YouTube channel, is showing live coverage of the Zenith Relays and Field Festival. They're having some difficulties with the Facebook. You know, you have music on Facebook, you have issues with that. So check out the YouTube channel, Tobago Sports Live, for yesterday's event and today's coverage. Thank you. And remember, track and field continues next weekend with the Masters Championships at the Hazy Crawford Stadium, Friday 20th May. And the entries, Republic Bank Relay Festival at the Hazy Crawford Stadium on Sunday 22nd March. Sunday is also the Mercury having a meet up there in Speyside. Then you have the Paradise Classic on Sunday 29th May right here at the Dwight York Stadium. Action in track and field continues in earnest. Up next in the circle is Keelan Francis of University of the West Indies, St. Augustine. And you hear that roar. That's when they get a really big throw. Let's hope for Keelan's sake it is big. $42.78 for Mr. Kieran Francis. Jafari Gregg of Zenith. And up next in the circle, our Carifta bronze medalist out of Fatima College, Jaden James. Dennis Daniel of Tobago Falcons, in the circle, but it's relay time again. Turn your attention to the track. It's relay time. 4 by 100 meters. Sorry, 4 by 1 by 1 by 2 by 4. I stand corrected.
Yes, standing by. The girls and boys on the 15 600 meter sprint medley, 1 by 1 by 2 by 2. This is the first time I've seen this one. And we have a full complement of clubs in this one. Lambo Alliance, Mason Hall, Zenith, Burnley.
All right, so let me just explain the relay. The first leg would start by the 200 meter start. The first changeover is the start of the 100 meters. The first two legs are doing 100 meters. So they start at the 200 meter start, 100, 100 to the finish line. And then they have the 200 meters leg and the final leg up at the 200 meter mark.
All right, so the first two legs is going to be 100 meter. And then we're going to get into 200 meters. A total of 600 meters.
The 100 meters legs are all run in lanes. One. On your marks. Are you sure? Yes, yes.
Set. And they're off. This is the first girls and boys on the 13 600 meter sprint. The first one is 100 meter. And they come into the first exchange. It is 100 meter and it's still too close to call. But it looks like Zenith and Burnley. Zenith and Burnley once again. But here comes Zenith into the 200 meter here now. And Zenith out in front, followed by Rising Superstars. It is Zenith all the way. Zenith still, followed by Rising Superstars. Still with Zenith. It's going to be 200 meters now. And it's all Zenith and Rising Superstars. But here comes Burnley. Here comes Burnley. As they try to catch Zenith. It is Zenith still out there. But Burnley can't even caught. Can Burnley catch up with Zenith? On the back stretch, Burnley. Oh, look at that leg by Burnley. Burnley. It's Zenith and Burnley. 200 meters. It is 200 meters again. As they come on for the final stretch. Who's going to take this one? It's Burnley and Zenith. Burnley and Zenith. It is Burnley and Zenith still. Neck and neck. Nothing to give. Burnley, Zenith. Burnley, Zenith. Burnley, Zenith. Burnley, Zenith, and it's Burnley. Going to the finish line. Oh my goodness, what a race. 1 by 1 by 2 by 2.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Cheer them on. Cheer them on.
What a race by Burnley. They fought on that third leg, the 200-meter leg,
Medic.
and they caught Zenith. And what a finish by the youngster. But I can tell you that Zenith lady as well, who anchored that leg, she put in a really good 200 meters. I think they all deserve a round of applause. Girls and boys under 13, 1 by 1.
Tell me you didn't enjoy that. Cheer them on. Cheer them on. This is the future. This is who we have to focus on. Pure excitement. Marcus, you think we could run in a mixed relay, boy? What leg are you going to run?
I was hoping for announcers racing.
Mix who we going to run with? Who we going to choose to run with?
I will go against you because I can beat you.
No, we're going to need plenty help.
Yes,
we got to get Simoy to run with me.
I'll be anchoring the leg though, from the 50-meter mark.
I can run the 5th leg. All right, so that's 4 by 1 mixed relay. And the action continues in the discus. Mr. Kieran Francis of UE. All right, it's the action winding up here. And remember to collect your prizes. Collect your medals at the infield, midway in the long jump area there. There are officials there to give out your prizes. If you're finishing the top 3, go to collect your prizes.
Now we have Dario Tavernier of Burnley anchoring that leg for the Burnley team, and Malachi Cupid. So the young lady there putting in a really good last leg.
one chain in back and I'm not gonna get it, more get it, so that is
Right, so we have the Swedish relay coming up next on the track. The girls and boys under 15.
All right, the relay action continues now with the sprint medley. This looks to be the under 15 category, Marcus.
This is the Swedish relay under 15.
Under 13. We'll get it for you in just a while because we had some merging of events. So this is actually so it's another sprint medley discipline on the 13 girls. We just had the all right. We are.
This is the girls and boys on the 15 Swedish.
Check it. So we're going to have this looks to be the Swedish relay. We're going to get it clarified for you. So this is the Swedish relay, Marcus. 1 by 2 by 3 by 4. The first leg will run 100 meters. The second leg 200 meters. The third leg 300 meters. And the final leg, the 400 meters. This event was actually contested at the World Youth Championships until the last edition of was The last time it was run at the 2013 World Youth Championships. And Trinidad and Tobago was in the finals in the 2011 edition in France. So it's the mixed under 13 Swedish medley, and Jaden James of Fatima College in the boys under 20 discus event. This is a rarely run event, so the rules might be a little different from what you are accustomed to. So we see one of the entry officials explaining the rules to the athletes, Mr. Remy. It's 4 by 1 by 2 by, 1 by 2 by 3 by 400 meters. So every runner runs a different leg. We want you, the parents and the coaches, to understand. And we like the athletes to pay attention to the instructions as provided by the officials. We like the athletes to pay attention. It's the Swedish relays all happening here at the Zenith Relay and the Field Festival. We're asking athletes who are finishing the top 3 to hang around the prize medal area to collect your prizes. If you're finishing the top 3, please ensure you collect your medals before you leave the stadium. And the action is winding down here at the Dwight York Stadium.
All right.
So we are ready.
So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1,000 meters is this contest. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not sure what's going to be the tactic here, Creighton.
Yes.
What's the tactics in this race?
Well, it's different legs, so
Start fast.
on your marks.
And they're off. This is the girls and boys under 15 Swedish relay. The first is 100 meters to go here. 100 meters is the first race. It's the first leg, sorry. They're going to go for 200 meters now. And Burnley, they change over first. And here comes Mercury. It's the Burnley and Mercury. Burnley out in lane 1. Mercury in lane number 7. They're going to run 200 meters here now. 200 meters is the second leg. And they can now merge. It's still up Burnley out in front. And here comes the Rising Superstars. Rising Superstars. Long legs. The long legs of Rising Superstars. He's going to make the second change now. It's going to be 300 meters. And this is where the strategy comes in here. It is Rising Superstars and Burnley. Rising Superstars and Burnley. Still with Rising Superstars. Way out in front. It's 300 meters. And they're now into 200 meters. Rising Superstars coming in for the final 100 meters. It is still Rising Superstars. Followed closely by Burnley. Rising Superstars. Rising Superstars all on the front. 50 meters to go. It is still Rising Superstars. But here comes Zenith. Here comes Zenith and Mason all. Rising Superstars. 400 meters to go. It is still Rising Superstars. But here comes Zenith. Zenith and Mason all rising superstars. Can they hold on for victory? Can the rising superstars hold on for victory here? Zenith, they are chasing Mercury, Barely as well. It is still rising superstars. Zenith in second, Barely. Who's gonna win this one? Can rising superstars hold on for victory? With about 200 meters to go, it is still rising superstars. Zenith in second, Barely third, and the rising superstars. They look cool, calm, right to the end, rising superstars. Cheer them on as they come on for victory. Zenith in second, Barely in third, but here comes Zenith, looking for bronze. This is gonna be the end here. Rising superstars, Zenith in second, and Barely third. Swedish relay. 1,000 meters of pure action. Rising superstars led from the front to the finish. In fact, they made their move at the third exchange. The long legs of that guy on the 200-meter leg, he would have done it there for the rising superstars. Exciting times here at the Zenith Relays on Field Festival. 1,000 meters of pure excitement of the girls and boys under 15.
Oh gosh, Marcus. Marcus, how was that one? Oh gosh. Let's give them another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Swedish Relays. These are our future. These are who we need to cheer on.
What a race to remember. Let's play it rightfully said. The future. And this is the page for men javelin. Men javelin, please go to the flooring area. Men javelin. And also coming up on the track, we have the girls under 17. The girls under 17 4x4 meter relay.
Whoosh. Swedish medley, exciting, and we have another relay coming up. Remember, if you have finished in the top 3, you can make your way down to the medal area, just in front of the long jump pits, to collect your medals.
So Kelson Creighton coming up, we have the girls under 17 and women 4x4 meter relay. So they're going to be competing together, the girls on the 17 and the women 4x400.
So we're back to regular familiar grounds, 4x4.
And the page once again for the women javelin.
She just in uniform. Wait, I met her there. Testing. So we down to the final set of relays, the 4x400 meters relay. Everybody runs one full lap.
And this is a final page for participants in the men javelin. The participants there: Akimi Baldio of Zenith, Nathaniel Mathua of El Dorado East, Anthony Diaz of Point 14 New Jet, and Shaquille Waite of Zenith. The men javelin participants there: Akimi Baldio, Nathaniel Maturo, Anthony Diaz and Shaquille With. Please make your way to the throwing area. And in this javelin event, we have some bright stars in this javelin event. And Anthony Diaz of Point 14 New Jets, a silver medalist at this year's Sky of the Games. Also Shaquille With, former junior champion in 2014, sorry, CSC and Kaifta champ.
All right, it's 4x4 time. Let's see, we see Burnley, we see Kaizen Panthers, Tobago Select, unattached RSS Phoenix. It's 4 laps of excitement, 4x4, and again, persons who are finished in the top 3, please come down to the medal area to collect your medals. All those who are finished in the top 3 positions, make your way down to the medal area.
Right, so we're getting ready for the girls and women, girls under 17 and women 4x400 meter relay. Back to some form of normalcy. After we had a 1x1 by 2x2, followed by the Swedish relay. It's now back to the 4x4. And a rising superstar Phoenix, Burnley, Kaiser Panthers, and Tobago selects in this one. I'm seeing Tobago select for the first time. And we are in lane 6.
And Marcus, let's see the lineup. I see Coyote Robley starting for Kaiser Panthers. Sorry, Chloe James, sorry. I always getting this mixed up with Coyote and Chloe James. And I see Miss So Jamila Edwards on the second leg there for RSS Phoenix, Team 2. We see Miss Rashida Cave on the inside running the second leg for RSS Phoenix. Natalia Eastman on the first leg there for RSS Phoenix.
Girls under 17 and the women, a 4x4. The starter, getting ready to start this one.
Tiara Simmons is leading off for Burnley. And for Tobago Select, looks to be Jordana Ferguson. Leading off for RSS women's team, it's Shania Francis. So you have 2 under 17 teams in lanes 2 and 3. RSS and Burnley, and the women's team lanes 4 to 6, Kaiser Panthers, RSS Phoenix, and Tobago Select. Chelsea Bartholomew running the second leg. On 2. On your marks. And they're off the 4x4 under 17 and women 400 meters in lane. And let's see who's going to take the early lead. Burnley on the inside seem to have taken the early lead. So 200 meters of the first leg, Tobago Select, the women's team, seem to have an edge. That's Jordana Ferguson. And Burnley on the inside, Renice, that's Tiara Simmons, coming into the home stretch. Burnley takes an early lead. Tiara Simmons on her inside. From RSS Phoenix, Natalia Eastman. But Simmons is holding on. Eastman is closing. We come to the end of the first lap. RSS Phoenix passes first, followed by Burnley. And they have 100 meters 100 meters running lane before they're cutting on the inside. Let's cheer them on. It's 4x4. Rashida Cave on the inside. Rashida Cave have been doing well at 15 and 3,000 meters, showing some good speed work here. Rashida Cave of RSS Phoenix under 17 team. And Kaori Robley is making up grounds on the inside. And she's closing in on the Burnley competitor. Kaori Robley now competing Burnley. Sorry, that's Coyote Robley. But Rashida Cave is holding her own as she passes to Calico. Calico collects the baton, and it's on the cutting on the inside. You're running on the inside. And it's RSS Phoenix, pursued there by Kaizen Panthers. RSS Phoenix just over 200 meters to go. And Kelly Cole holds a slight lead. And Kelly Cole, come back. And RSS Phoenix is leading this one. Kelly Cole is stretching away with 100 meters to go on this leg. Kelly Cole of RSS Phoenix as she comes into... And RSS Phoenix makes a final change over to Peaches Constantine. And in second place, it's Miss Belfort, Shanika Belfort. And RSS Phoenix is well ahead of this one. 200 meters to go. 200 meters to go. With 100 meters to go is RSS Phoenix, but the pack is closing on her. Share on RSS Phoenix. RSS Phoenix. RSS Phoenix, and the pack is closing in. And Shanika Bezwan and Christy Marie Maharaj. And RSS Phoenix is going to hold on for this one. Shanika Belfort and Shanika Sargent, but Christy Marie Maharaj may have pipped her on the line for the third spot. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, ladies, 4x4 action. If you think 100 meters hard to run, try running 400 meters. Let's give them another round of applause.
What a race there by RSS Phoenix alone for that 4x4. Not an easy race at all. 400 meters, but we are witnessing currently the men javelin.
And we just had Anthony Diaz, our Carifta silver medalist from Point 40, New Jersey. Let's see what distance he's recorded in that throw there. Anthony Diaz, Carifta silver medalist, competing here at the Zenith Relays and the Field Festival.
And up next on the track, the final event on the track,
58-63 for Anthony Diaz of Point 40, New Jersey. And the ladies and right, let's focus on the javelin. We have this taking place at the top end on the 15 boys. Paging. So we have on in the under 15 boys competition, javelin men. On the under 15,
Right, so coming up on the track, the boys under 17 4x4. We just saw the under 17 girls and women mix. Let's waiting on the starter to get the final start list for this one. So we're going to go with the boys under 17 first, and that will be followed by the men. Boys under 17 4x4 relay, and the 3 competitors in the boys category: Kaiser Panthers, Mercury, and oh, that was an excellent show. Kaiser Panthers, Mercury, and Rising Superstars, Phoenix. Boys under 17 4x400 meter relay. And in the meantime, we can take in some javelin action. We got a class act down there. We're seeing the big boys. The big boys in the men 4x4 meter relay making their way along to the starter. I tell you about this 400 meters, it's not easy at all. It takes guts, lactic acid, to start to build to take you over the finish line. And we got the big guns coming out for this one. The final event on the track. In fact, we have 2 more events. Boys under 17 followed by the men. And I can sense the excitement building for this. The men and boys under 17 4x4. Yes, so standing by for the boys under 17 4x400. And we're going to get an update soon from the javelin.
Another big show there by Anthony Diaz. $59.05 for Anthony Diaz. And the action is winding down here at the Zenith Relay and Field Festival, the 11th edition. And this is the first time field events have been added to the competition. And track and field action continues next weekend, next Friday, with the Masters Championships. And the entries at the Hazy Crawford Stadium, both events at the Hazy Crawford Stadium on Sunday, May 20th, Sunday, May 22nd for the entries relays, and the Masters Championships on May 20th. Sunday, May 22nd, Friday, May 20th. And Chad Matura in the
right, so Clayton, in this, the boys on the 17 400 meter. We've got two teams in this one, Mercury and Rising Superstars.
On your marks. Set. 4x4 on the 17 boys, two teams, RSS Phoenix and Mercury. RSS on the outside, Mercury on the inside. Let's cheer them on. 200 meters to go, two teams. Action. And the RSS Phoenix holding off Mercury. 150 meters to go, and they are neck and neck. Mercury, RSS Phoenix. Mercury, RSS Phoenix. As they come down the final straight, let's cheer them on. 4x4 on the 17 boys. Cheer them on here at the Zenith Relays as they drive to the first changeover. It's Scipio and Alam, if I'm not mistaken, and Mackenzie for Mercury. As they're cutting at the 100 meters. It's 4x4 action, 200 meters to go on this leg. Akinde Mackenzie of Mercury takes the lead for his team. And Akinde Mackenzie and he passes to Matthew Calendar. And for RSS Phoenix, it's Deontay Thomas. So Deontay Thomas passes on the inside. It's the third leg of the 4x4 boys under 17. Here at the Zenith Relay and Field Festival. Coming for the final leg, Deontay Thomas extends the lead for RSS Phoenix. Deontay Thomas, RSS Phoenix, comes into the home stretch. And it looks to be like Matthew Calendar cannot respond. Deontay Thomas passes to Hakeem Kerr. And Anderson Boris will collect the baton for Mercury in hot pursuit. Let's see how much ground he can make up for Mercury, but out ahead, it's Hakeem Kerr. Anderson Bowers not giving up with 150 meters to go. Hakeem Kerr. Anderson Bowers fighting, but Hakeem Kerr will lead his team to victory in the 4x4 boys under 17. Who said? Now it's on to the 4x4. 4x4 men. Looks to be 7 teams in the lineup. Tito Juniors on the inside. On a touch, lane number 3, Kaizen Panthers. Lane number testing.
So the final event on the track coming up. The big boys, 4x4, men 4x4 meter relay open. 7 teams in this one. In TTO Juniors, we have 2 unattached teams, Kaizen Panthers, Stallion, Tobago Select, and Rising Superstar Phoenix. The final event on the track.
Other events have women open.
We saw an excellent race there. The boys under 17. A really good final leg by Hakeem Kerr. And Anderson Boris, he fought a really good leg, but he couldn't catch Hakeem Kerr. So we're going to bring the curtains down on the track. With this big one, the men of 4x4. Men's 4x400 meter, the final event on the track. And that whistle signals that we're gonna start anytime soon.
One. On your marks. 4x4 on the shh. Set.
And they're off the men of 4x4. The final event on the track. 7 teams competing in this one. And I can tell you that the 400 meter is all strategy. Don't look at the ones that who are out fast. Nothing to give so far. This is the first leg. Men's 4x4, 7 teams. And as we come into the final 200 meters in this first leg, who can I tell you out in front there? I'm seeing rising superstars. And this is a very strong leg by the guy out there in lane number 7. Competing on a touch, coming on in the middle. Who is that one? I'm going to tell you just now.
That's Kalis McClatchy. Kalis McClatchy leading there for Stallions. Pass off to Kimani Duke.
The men's 400 4x4. Still nothing to give with these 7 teams in this one. The second of 4 legs.
Kimani Duke out front, followed by Anthony Diaz, who just competed in the javelin. So young.
And both teams, I said, this is strategy. It's all strategy. Saving the final tank to come along for the final 100 meter.
Kimani Duke still leading Anthony Diaz in hot pursuit. Come around the final bend, and Kimani Duke and Anthony Diaz.
And Kazan Panthers. Oh, what a leg here. What a leg here. I tell you, it's down to strategy. As we enter the third leg, it's still Kazan Panthers.
Anthony Diaz running a good leg there for his team. And the third leg.
The Kazan Panthers and the TTO Juniors out in front. It is still strategy. This is the third leg. It's all going to come into the final 400 meters. Who's going to take the final event on what has been an amazing Zenith Relays, the 11th edition. It is still the TT Juniors and the Kaizen Panthers, but here comes
and that, yes, and that looks like Jabari Taylor for Kaizen Panthers on the inside, but on the outside.
Oh, what a leg. What a leg here. What a leg. As we go into the final 400 meters. It's Kaizen Panthers.
And Shaquille McKay running in second position there for running with his team. Shaquille McKay, we saw. Shaquille McKay with 200 meters to go in second position behind the Tito.
It's going to be a close finish, I can tell you. Look at the guy in second position. He hasn't released us yet. Look at him now. 100 meters to go. Look at Shaquille McKay with power to bring it home. He's going to bring it home. And look at the stride. He's the victory. It's all strategy, I tell you. When it comes to 400 meters. Put your hands together for an amazing 4x4. The men. Shaquille McKay. And he's judged that race with perfection.
Let's give them all a round of applause.
Once you start, you must finish. I love it, the support right to the end. Fantastic stuff.
Let's give them all a round of applause.
A fantastic 2 days of races and field events here at the Dwight York Stadium. The Zenith Relays management, I think you guys deserve a wonderful round of applause for putting on such a spectacle After over 2 years of being on lockdown, to come out and see such entertainment is indeed remarkable. To all the athletes and officials, thank you. And I'm in possession of an iPhone. If you lost or misplaced an iPhone, you can come and check me. Anyone losing an iPhone, you can come to the announcer and get it back. This is a plug for Lambo Alliance. Lambo Alliance, they are a participant in the Ministry of Sport and Community Development Grow It Yourself Challenge. You can go onto the ministry's website and look for Lambo Alliance and cast your vote. Grow It Yourself Challenge. Lambo Alliance, look for the Tobago People Choice and vote for the category in Large Kitchen Garden. Large Kitchen Garden, Best Village Competition. The Ministry of Sport and Community Development. You can go on your phone now and look for Lambo Alliance under the Large Kitchen category and select Tobago People Choice, Lambo Alliance. Good luck to you guys. Once again, I'm in possession of an iPhone.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of the action, and the athletes are eagerly awaiting their prizes. Again, we want to thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It has been 2 exciting days here at the Zenith Relay and Field Festival. Those of you who came from near, from afar, thank you. Those of you who are watching online, Tobago Sports Live Facebook and YouTube channels, thank you. To the many sponsors.
All volunteers, you wonderful people, all volunteers, you are asked before you leave to check Kelsey and the Zenith team by the call room that's under the tent, under the scoreboard. All volunteers, please, one final minute to do, guys. All volunteers, please get to the call room tent under the scoreboard. All volunteers, once again.
And as we come to an end, many thanks to the officials, volunteers, the club officials, coaches, the management of the Dwight York Stadium, the medics, the persons providing refreshment after 2 days. We want to say thank you. And also thanks to sponsors, Mr. Holson Lovelace of Holly Solutions from Studley Park in Mount St. George, Assemblyman Joel Sampson. We want to especially thank the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sports of the Tobago House of Assembly. Many, many thanks to the division, Mrs. Zara Beard Sincere, Mrs. Sharon Springer Allen, Kidsville Edu Center, and special thanks to the Minister of Sport and Community Development, Tobago West Member of Parliament, Ms. Shamfa Kojo. Many, many thanks. We know many of you are waiting for your medals and your trophies. Those of the visiting clubs from Trinidad, the clubs from Tobago, all the coaches, the Olympians who graced us with your presence, and you to the fans, many, many thanks for the Zenith Relay 11th edition here at the Dwight York Stadium. You can check for results on the Entries TT website. You can check the Zenith Facebook page, the Caribel Sports Facebook page for updates, photo updates.